This is Damon Jackson, Kings for Queens. Sorry, we are running very late.
We in the heat, though.
Called traffic in Atlanta, and it was ridiculous today. I was late because I was on set, and these fellas doing what they got to do to take care of family and business. So, anyways, let's just go ahead and get started. All right, so today's show is called Sex and Relationships. It's one of 6 episodes that we're going to do about sex and relationships from a man's perspective for the benefit of the woman. As you know, that's what Kings for Queens is all about. So our first show is what men think about women. So let's go ahead and get right into the questions. First question in our first segment: when men communicate with women, what are their concerns? I'm going to start with Rodney, since he was the only person that actually was on time today.
No, actually, Jamil beat me here, but so when men are communicating with women, what are we thinking?
Yes.
One, I think the first thing we're thinking is, I hope she's listening. Hope she's paying attention to what I'm saying. And this is just regular communication, not argument.
Yeah, regular communication.
Yeah. We and to the extent, I'm gonna go from the perspective that we have an emotional investment in this woman, so it's somebody we're in a relationship with, as opposed to just randomly. And so, in that context, what we're trying to do is we're thinking from the perspective of, let me convey this to her in a manner in which it's going to be best received. That's that's the evolved man's thinking. Before I got evolved, my thinking was, I hope she hear this shit. I ain't gonna repeat myself.
Yeah, that's true. We don't want to. At this day and age, we don't want to go back and keep on repeating ourselves. That shit pisses me off now. Like, oh, you didn't hear me? Well, shit, I ain't saying it again. No. You know what I mean? I ain't saying it again. But most of the time, we hope, like you were saying, we hope they are listening to us. But majority of the time, they're not. And then they come back and be like, oh, you didn't tell me that. No, I told you that shit earlier.
You weren't listening.
I told you earlier. You just wasn't listening to me. So, yeah, most of the time when we communicate, we hope that they are listening.
I would say, for me, when men communicate with women, what are their concerns? My concern is that, number one, that you believe what I'm saying, that you don't think I'm just trying to get into your pants. I mean, and I'm talking about just in general. I mean, if there's an invested interest, that means that I'm into you or in a relationship, then I'm always trying to get in your pants. But if I'm just meeting you on the streets, I'm not necessarily trying to get in your pants. I'm probably just saying what I'm saying, meaning what I mean. But I do understand that there's plenty of other guys that, they have an ulterior motive the minute they see somebody. It is what it is. But that's not my fault. I'm just letting you know that's my concern. Mm-hmm. Question number 2. In men's circles, men talk about blank the most when it comes to women. JS.
Their mental state. This is even over sex and anything else. It will have to be their mental state. A lot of times when fellas get together, and say if they have a significant other, most of the time they will be saying, man, let me tell you what happened today. Man, she is off her damn rocker. So I think most of the time it would be women's mental state. This is even before sex. Maybe if it was men in their 20s, it might be sex. Right. But seasoned men, it will have to be about their woman's mental state.
Rodney?
Yeah, I got to ride with JS on that one. That's it. On you're always telling stories and relating to each other about, dealing with women and their emotions and the mental state. How are they relating in the relationship? So yeah, it's definitely that. I'm flashing back to the conversations the last few times I had with my buddies, and it went toward man, she crazy, man, she this, she that, and it's like, yeah, bruh, you know how to pick them.
So I would have to say that similar answer is attitude. And I said the number one thing. The number one thing is going to be attitude. We're like,
that's it, yeah.
Okay, so I told so-and-so I'm doing this, and she thought I meant that, and she had a bad attitude, and I asked her what's wrong. She said nothing. She stormed off. I'm just like, what just happened? So you're not necessarily even telling the fellas because you want to talk bad about it. You're just like, hey, am I tripping here? This is what happened. Explain to me. And then, then we, man,
Of course, most of your boys think like you anyway, so.
Yeah.
So
it's either that.
Mind, you know what I mean? You trying to make sure you're not crazy. Like, hey, no,
yes.
It's her, brother.
Yes. And to piggyback on top of that, when you really like the woman that you're talking about, you try to do it in such a way where you make it known to the fellas, she's crazy, but that's my girl. Yeah. But you still talk about it though. It's not like you don't talk about it. It's like, man.
Well, we all understand that. It's always when you're in a relationship, it's always a plus and a minus to it. So we understand she might be crazy, but she can cook her ass off. And she can't cook, but damn boy, she know she can order the hell out some goddamn takeout.
Hey, she does.
Oh man!
And it's not even being derogatory. It's just like you love her, and and everybody else understand that. But you still gotta you gotta check in. Like she was fooling this morning. You know what I mean? You still gotta get it out there because best believe they doing the shit about you. You know what I mean? So it's all good.
Or worse.
Yeah, or worse. I'm leaving this nigga.
So with that being said, that's our first segment of the show. We're about to come back after a brief intermission. Kings for Queens. We're on Facebook Live and YouTube. Stay tuned.
Simulcast. How about that?
Yeah. How about that?